We're going to start off the workout with a dynamic warm-up, and the object is just to get warmed up by getting a little blood flow, get the body temperature up, which already isn't a very big problem because it's 110 outside. We're going to start off with just a dynamic warm-up, then we start off the exercises with lighter weights than we're actually going to use for the work set. So you go from a kind of a general warm-up to a more specific one. Today's workout is going to consist of a dynamic warm-up followed by T-barbell incline presses, then band-resisted bench presses, followed by weighted dips with a forward lean, next cable flies, then band resisted dumbbell flies, and finally time under tension dumbbell bench presses for 2.5 minutes, where every time I yell go, Branch will do 3 reps. In between when I yell go, he'll purposely flex his chest and hold the dumbbells in extension to the top of the movement. Here's Branch just warming up the bar, getting a good full range of motion. If you watch his chest, you can see him getting that good contraction, not only at the bottom of the rep, but at the top of the rep, getting that good squeeze. There you go. Here Branch continues to warm up. This bar is actually a 55-pound bar, so it's 145 pounds. Getting a good full range of motion. Here's Branch up to 235 pounds. Again, getting that nice solid full range of motion. That's what we're really concentrating on here. Before, he was having problems not getting that full range of motion. Now he wanted to really concentrate on that. Here's Branch up to 285 pounds. And on this lift, it's much more difficult than a straight bar. Not only does it hit the chest a little differently, it also puts less wear and tear because everybody's always using a straight bar with a pronated grip. So this just, it's less likely to cause any kind of overuse pattern. Up to 325 pounds now. This is a lot of weight with this bar. Again, even with a heavier weight, watch Branch's form doesn't suffer, and really watch his chest. If you have any doubt, a lot of people believe, you only get the chest work out of the bottom, but look at his chest contract at the top. This is just a regular barbell bench press, but we have a resistance band. So what the resistance band's doing is providing resistance the whole way through the range of motion. So, generally with a regular barbell bench press, you're gonna get to the top, and if you push the bar explosively enough, it's almost like you have to sort of decelerate it. What that band does is kind of counteract it by providing resistance the whole way through. So when you kind of normally would put on the brakes, it's going to provide more resistance, so you're going to push the whole way through. Here we go, Branch again with 235 pounds, 235 pounds on the bar with a little over 100 pounds of band resistance. Again, he's getting that good full range of motion. Watch it. Watch his chest work. Branch is the same thing with 295 pounds. Again, hitting that good solid full range of motion. And here's Branch with 325 pounds plus 100 pounds of band tension. Again, getting that good solid full range of motion. Here's Branch up to 360 pounds plus 100 pounds of band tension. Watch his chest. Now we move on to dips, and if you watch Branch perform the dips, we're hitting a little more. We're hitting a lot more chest than, like, say, a traditional dip with a more upright posture. The way we're doing this is, if you watch Branch, he has a slight forward lean and his elbows are out, chin to the chest, and that's how you're gonna put more pec emphasis on the dip exercise. Here we're just warming up with body weight. Set 2, Branch has 60 pounds of additional weight over his body weight. Again, getting a good full range of motion, getting that forward lean. Here we go with Branch, 130 pounds of additional weight. Again, got full range of motion, good forward lean. You're really hitting his pecs. This is 190 pounds over Branch's body weight. Again, got that first rep's a little shallow, but now he's getting that good full range of motion. This won't make your pecs grow, nothing will. So you can see, again, we're getting that good full range of motion. Branch has the forward lean, chin to the chest, really emphasizing pec development here. But what we're doing a little differently here is, instead of we're adding a bunch of additional weight, he's going for a whole minute with his body weight, and he weighs 260 pounds. So if you try that with for even 30 seconds, it's extremely fatiguing. He's going for a whole minute straight. We're really focusing on good solid tension the whole time, and our main emphasis is time under tension versus heavy weight. See at the end where Branch can no longer get the full range of motion, the whole point point of time, the time under tension is he doesn't have a bunch of additional weights hanging off or anything, so we're not real concerned about him getting hurt or anything, but we want to keep, so when he gets to like say 45 seconds, if he no longer perform a full range of motion, he's going to perform partial reps, and that's going to still, you know, spark growth because he's still under tension. So even when you're doing that kind of training, even when you hit like that tough spot and you can no longer go, you want to move to partial reps. You don't want to drop the resistance, whether it's your body weight, dumbbell, bench press, whatever. You want to keep going and perform partial reps. Really watch Branch's chest here. You can really see him getting work. What we're doing here is we're doing flies. The reason we're doing with cables here is we do it a number of different ways, but the reason in this instance we're doing cables is because if you watch it, there's a very good it provides resistance throughout the whole range of motion, because when you use a dumbbell, you get a solid stretch at the bottom, but as you bring the dumbbell together, it becomes much easier, sort of like you put on the brakes. With cables, a constant resistance is provided, and that's the emphasis we're going for here, is the peak contraction at the top of the rep. As you notice, he'll hold the weight together. Again, watch the emphasis on his chest here. Again, initially he didn't start off holding the weight together, and I had to tell him you have to hold the weight together. That's the whole point, is the peak contraction at the top of the rep. And again, we're going here for time, so he's going to go the best he can. It was time. If you have any doubt about the validity of this movement, again, watch Branch's chest, and that should remove all doubt. Again, we're trying to get him to hold the weight here together, but he's extremely fatigued at this point. Just if you look, again, you want to watch his chest working, look at that top view. Again, watch this movement. This is one, I'm not going to say I invented it, but I haven't seen anybody else do it. And the whole idea here is, if we look at the great part about cables, is you get that constant resistance, that peak contraction at the top, so it's sort of like a peak contraction movement. Dumbbells, on the other hand, provide a great stretch at the bottom of the movement, but as you bring the weights together, you no longer have much resistance. You're kind of put on the brakes. The bands provide the best of both worlds. You get that great stretch at the bottom, like a dumbbell normally provides, but you also get that peak contraction, because as you squeeze the weights together, the bands provide more and more and more resistance, so it makes it difficult, like a cable, getting constant tension throughout the movement, but that great stretch at the bottom of the movement. Again, this is not easy. It's constant tension throughout the entire range of motion. What we have here is Branch is using 40-pound dumbbells, and what we're going to go here is for 2.5 minutes straight. So every time I yell go, he performs 3 reps. Again, emphasizing the full range of motion, and when he's holding at the top, he's really making an emphasis on squeezing his chest, as you can see from the right there, but just focusing on his chest. 3 reps every time I yell go. I'm going for 2.5 minutes, because obviously people have, different kinds of muscle fibers. You got your fast twitch or intermediate twitch and your slow twitch muscle fibers, and obviously the fast twitch have the most potential for growth, intermediate second, and so on, but the slow twitch muscle fibers still grow. So to get maximum growth and development, we're taking a holistic approach, attacking the fast twitch muscle fibers with the heavy weights, lower reps you saw earlier. We had some intermediate reps. Now we're hitting the slow twitch, so we're taking a holistic approach to build the most muscle mass possible.